Vandeham Sri Guru Tiyatavada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaisnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagachatam Saha Ganaragunatam Tam Tam Sutivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Balijanasaitam Krishna Dvitam Atevam Sri Radha Krishna Bodhan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakham Vitamsa Agyana Jimmirandasya Gyanandana Salakayo Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putale Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Itinami Gauravani Pajaraya Tutta Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Bhakti Padayane Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putale Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Devasabhanavi Devi Daidaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Prabhe Namah Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambhude Vadam Buddha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchitanandana Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Vibhava Bhumestam Yadashta Sadhana Priya Vaishnava Sabhabhoma Sri Jagannath Hare Namaha Manchakalpatarubhyassa Kripa Sindhubhyahe Bodhidhanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Mohabodhanaya Krishna Prema Vadayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaudise Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Ganda Radha Kanda Namostute Tapta Ganjana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutile Pranamami Hari Priye Jayadam Surato Bangumamandamate Kadi Madhyavasya Padambojo Siddhartha Vadhanamo Divyadvindaranya Kalpachumadha Shimadatnagara Simhasanastu Isiradha Sila Govinda Devo Astaribhise Vyamono Smaran Srimad Narasarasaram Vivamsi Vadadasita Gashan Venu Swanai Gopya Gopinata Savyestuna Brindaye Tulasi Devai Priyaya Ige Sabasyaja Krishna Bhakti Bari Devi Satyavendai Namo Namah Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Yadvaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivadhari Gopi Jana Girivadhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivadhari Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjaro Nana Prajajana Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjaro Yamuna Tira Banachari Yamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivadhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana Prajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Panachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Till üben. Sadhaka. Is any question? Yes. How to manage? It's a very serious topic. The offenses can be done to the sadhus, Vaishnavas. We can commit offenses against the Lord, in the form of his deity, his visible form to our eyes. And we can commit serious offenses by in the holy Dharma Parad, Vaishnava Parad. These are all very sincere obstacles in our spiritual life. So this should be avoided. It can be avoided by realization that when we realize that the Lord in his form manifests in the temple as it seems stone to us and nice cloth, but when the pure devotee is calling the Lord to receive the service of his devotees, then by the mercy of a pure soul, when he's calling him, he accepts this service. And will give also the they result accordingly. So that's because when we are in a temple, when we are standing before the deities, we should be very careful, because the Lord is there. Not everybody may realize, not everybody may understand. So this offense, this kind of offense can be uh, uh, we can overcome when we are chanting the name of the Lord in a humble way and beg for forgiveness. But the offenses against the Vaishnava, the servants of the Lord, he will not forgive, the Lord will not forgive. Only the sadhu or the pure Vaishnava, when we commit offense, he will forgive. He can save. If we continue offenses, if we are in the mode of ignorance, Dhamaguna or Rajaguna can be also, then our life, material life, will suffer. We will suffer. I'm almost 50 years, I'm watching these things. So many coming to the temple, they are not new to the temple, but they have performed offenses against Vaishnava. And they have to, in this lifetime, they can come, but they can nothing, they cannot understand anything. Because the intellect or their capacity to understand what it means, self-realization or God-realization. So madness is another result when we commit offenses. Madness is very dangerous, we are disqualified practically. We are not able to understand anything. Still, we are reduced our capacity to make offense because we are going mad. So this is a very dangerous topic, or dangerous we should try to avoid and be very careful. Because Mahaprabhu himself, Yuga Avatar for this age, he only led a few shlokas for his followers, for the Vaishnava, Hare Krishna. And one of them is Trinadapi Sunijana, Tarodapi Sahishrana, Monina Mamadena, Kirtaniya Sadohari. You have to become more humble than a blade of grass. And humility is a very important thing. You have to understand you're not dealing with ordinary people, you're not dealing with ordinary persons. You may not see them, but the advanced devotee carry the Lord always with them, or in their heart, or the Lord is always with them. So, and also the deity form, or the holy Dham, we have to approach in a humble way. So more humble than a blade of grass. And another is another Bhishma, we should become more tolerant than a tree. We have to tolerate things. It is a very important characteristic we have to develop. Because if we are not tolerant, we will never understand the truth. We will never understand this world. Hare Krishna. Tolerance means those who are realized, they leave this. They are more tolerant than a tree and they are more humble than a blade of grass. Because they understand. Everything moves not according to the will of our so-called leaders, asuras, who are only interested in enjoying and then exploiting the world and exploiting the people. They are not the controllers. The real controller is he who has created everything, who is responsible for everything, who maintains everything, and he will destroy in the same way everything. All these things are natural laws. So when we see things happen, we are not usually they can digest it or we cannot tolerate it. And it means we will fight against. So this is all about war in this world. The thing is that we cannot tolerate, because whatever may happen in this world, whatever may come in the future or has been in the past, it is not created by God. It is created by every individual. We have to go, we have to receive, we have received the result of our past activities. This is a law. If you become a little purified, you will understand that every action has a reaction. But if you avoid offenses, if you are able to tolerate everything as it happened, then you become a realized soul. And you understand behind everything, whatever may happen, it will only happen because we are guilty for something. We have to enjoy the result of our past life, or we have to suffer for the result of our past life. So we have to tolerate. If we cannot, then we are in troubles. Then we create troubles to others. We have ourselves have trouble. And then they say we should give respect to all living entities. All living entities means also the animals. They have soul. A few hundred years ago, even in Europe, the female, they did not consider they have soul. They were not. Now slowly they are some part of the society, they think about that maybe the animals have soul. Because they are suffering also, they feel pain. They have some intellect. Hare Krishna. They know when they get to the way unto the slaughterhouse, when they take the small kids away from them, even the trees, everything, as soul, they are living beings. So, realized soul, he gives respect to all living beings. And the fourth one was that we should not expect respect from others. Because some move in this world, can you not see who I am? I'm such a rich man, or they want respect, otherwise they will, in the worst case, they will kill you. So these things happen in many states on this planet. They want to be God. So just imagine what kind of result they will wait for them in the next lifetime or in this lifetime also. So everything is controlled. Nothing is under exit happened by accident. In the Shastra they say not even a blade of grass moves outside of the control of the Lord. So if we can accept that we can live like this with this consciousness, we will respect. We will always remember that the highest controller and the creator of everything and the destroyer is the Supreme Lord. Like in this universe, every universe for the material, mundane conception of life, Brahma is the creator. And who is the destroyer? Somebody knows? Yes, Maharaj. So there's an expansion of Supreme Lord. So whatever has a beginning, this has also an end. This is natural. You can watch the nature. It's just that we not see the beginning of the universe, and you will not survive. It will end. But we can see it in whatever is in our small universe, where we are living, individual. We are living all in a separate universe. So we can watch this. It is very realistic. It is very. It is the truth. Very simple. So who maintains it during the time of millions and millions of years according to our years? Vishnu, yes. So he is the maintainer. Creator is Brahma, the Rajagun is creating. Sattva-guna is maintenance. One who can maintain a thing is Sattva-guna, means he is in the mode of goodness. And destroying means in the he's on the side of Dhammaguna. It's dark, ignorance. So Lord Jiva, mercifully, he gives shelter to those who are very ghostly. He's very merciful to them, and he's merciful to those who are not have higher Brahminical qualities, or more living more in, under the influence of this material nature, tamaguna, illusion or maya. So we should, in any case, we should avoid to make offenses. Offenses are not only what you can see, if you speak. You have to consider that this is a more subtle level. Also, even what you think may be offensive and may have this result. The mind is just the same, has a form also like this material gross body. So the mind is a subtle energy of this gross body. So it has the same interest. It is also conditioned because he's identifying with this gross body, and he can think beyond. So yoga means there's different yogas that those who can control their senses, and they can separate the energy, the mind or the mental body, and they can do many things. They get a mystic power. They can travel to the moon in 1 second. They can go to America in 1 second, a place. They can visit a person somewhere in India. So if this person has also developed a subtle body, means it is there already, but we are ignorant about it. Then just you can travel with the speed of mind. You can talk. You can everything, like with the cross body. But this science is not known to us here, especially in the Western. We would be living in we would be very disturbed if we would understand this. Because there are so many different minds, so many different well, just imagine everybody could see your mind. It's fearful. So yogi is someone who can control the mind. If you can control your mind, you control the mind of, you can control the mind of everyone. This is science. But this is not nowadays, we cannot understand these things. When I went first time to India, this was 50 years ago, I wanted to know if this is truth. I know that it is truth. I just want confirmation. I was living there with a mystic yogi, traveling with him. And he showed all these things, exactly what he waited already. When I arrived from Sri Lanka by boat, I came to Rameshwaram. And he was already waiting there, and looking at me and said, "You come." And then this way, but it goes further. This is all material conception. The intellect is the same. Mind, mano, buddhya, but Anka is the last one. Hare Krishna. So Buddhya is intellect. He is also connected with body. That's because of this we are limited. Because we only accept these things, what we can see with these eyes, what we can prove to a microscope, but everything has to be experienced by the bodily conception. Very limited. They are not going to understand the subtle plane. And they do also not know that there are many demigods. They have not gross bodies, they have subtle bodies. And they are controlling, they're managing this material universe. Like Indra. What is his responsibility? What he is caring for? Anybody knows? Rain and weather. Vayu is responsible for what? Air, yes, wind. So the tradition, Vedic tradition, they know this, and they are with yagya, and they were appearing in the yagya, and they offer ghee and all these things to them, Homa. So this is completely lost now. All this science is lost in this age, Kali Yuga. We are living in a very reduced mental and intellectual plane. We are not able to understand how this material world is working, how we can escape, how we can get out from this circle of birth and death. It's not our real home. It's only a short, like dream. So all these things can be only understood when we are avoiding offenses. This is a very important point. So even if you don't understand, if you are very innocent and Hare Krishna, if you are sincere and you are pure in heart, you don't want to offend anyone, you don't want to disturb, you tolerate, then you will realize. Realization will come from inside. Then you will understand that everything is personal, not only impersonal, moksha. No, it goes further. It goes from liberation, moksha, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Paramatma means that this energy consists there are so many unlimited living beings, souls, jivatmas. But we are not conscious of these things. The first realization is everything is one mass. We are one. Brahman. You're melting, you want to melt with this Brahman. Then a higher realization is this Brahman consists of so many individuals. And Bhagavan means there's an original individual, the origin from whom everything comes. This is his pastime, his play. So we are rebellions, we commit offenses, now we are sitting here in this world and thinking, this is heaven here. And no, it is schizophrenia, you know. Our Balwant is bringing every day this newspaper. I look in the one side, they're killing each other, 50, 60 died, 100,000 died, And then the other side, enjoy in, I don't know this, or Tenerife, or whatever, Italy somewhere, enjoy. And the other side, they do not think, they have no understanding how to. They think enjoying is the goal of life. But there's only one enjoyer, and this is the one where we are all coming from. If we forget him, that he's the enjoyer, then we will forget it. When we will not understand why we are here, what is real pleasure, what is real happiness. Real happiness is when we are coming back again and being part of the pastime of the Supreme Lord. Now we are put in a prison. This body is like a prison. Not? Yes. If you want to go to India, you have to get so many things. Visa, ticket, wait. With your mind, 1 second, no visa, no passport. But we have forgotten. We are in a prison. This body is like a prison. But we have forgotten who we really are. So Bhakti is the highest. Bhakti means I surrender myself, because the source of my existence is the first one, Adi. Is Krishna, Govinda, Ram, Vishnu, Narayan, different name, different pastimes. He manifests in his, but they are not temporary, they are eternal. So one position we have there and some in these pastimes, but now, because become rebellion, we become envious, so we have to be put in a prison. We have to become criminals. So we have to go back home, where we are coming from. This is, it seems, for materialists, utopic. But it is for those who get some realization, who understand how this material nature is working. For them, this is more real than this what we are experiencing with our material eyes and with our senses. The transcendental world is more real, and even the mind is more real. Yes, why we are in this situation? Because the mind has us brought here, because our desires to be separated or to live as a rival to the Lord. So he puts us in this illusion, okay, try to manage your life, your universe. But this seems to us impossible to accept. Why? Because we are not have even the vision or the understand that tomorrow, in 10 years or in 50 years, everything has no worth, has no value for you. everything you have to give up. Nothing will be left. You have to go. This is reality. But we think this is reality. Well, we are living now. It is temporary. It has beginning, has an end. Everything comes and goes, coming and going. So many times. And we are also coming and going. And again coming because we have attachment to this mundane conception of living. These descriptions are given in the Shastras, in the Vedas, in the Puranas, in the Upanishads, the Idiyasas, Bhagavatam, and all the Shastras, in the mode of goodness. They give us, instruct us. And if you connect with the disciple succession, there are 4 sampradayas, 4 disciple successions, Vaishnava, one Ramanuja, one is Vishnu Swami, Madhvacharya, Nimbaka, Acharya. They are coming from Brahma, Lord Brahma. He is giving this knowledge to Sun God, Vivaswan, Surya, his sons, and so coming down to this until to now. So this unbroken disciple succession is still existing. So if you're fortunate, you can you get the contact. You can contact such a person, such a soul. And you can escape from ignorance. So, by not committing offenses, everything will go very in a gentle way. We don't have to suffer. If you commit offenses, our life will go on coming and going, coming and going. So this is a secret we should sincerely think of. Not known to the Western world. They are not, they get partially, they get some understanding, but the whole thing they are not able to understand so easily. Yeah, some more question or some? Yes. Your body is alive. Why is he alive, the body? Because the consciousness, the Atma, the soul is in the body. We feel, when you touch your body, you feel this is because consciousness is in the body. Because we are becoming very attached to this body. Nobody wants to die. Even I hear so many times, I'm not afraid of dying. But this is all the illusion. Nobody wants to die. But what we are attached to is the body. the soul between a living body and a dead body. What is the difference? Everything is there. All the whatever body has not changed. It's just the soul. I'm the soul. I have left. So I am afraid to keep this beautiful, nice body. I have to give up. But if you're young, you'll never think of these things, usually. When you suffer very much, then you may say, okay, it's better. It would be better to go into nothingness, you know. But we are afraid of leaving this body, basically. Is this, I don't know if I hit your question. No, there's different descriptions. When you meditate, when you go inside, you must go inside, not external. Then the light coming, not darkness. Then you identify with the body. No, because we are different from the body, you know. Body, also the mental body is a body, mental system is a body. Yes, it deals with all the needs of the body in a subtle way. Not back to Godhead, but you go to a higher planetary system where they have no flesh body and gross matter body. It depends on how your karmic activities are in this lifetime. And when you're pious, when you are Brahminical, then you go to higher planetary system, and there you will understand much more. Because you get not the gross body. There you live, according to Shastra, 10,000 years, according to our years, what we are. But you have to come again back here. Because you are, but there you can enjoy, you can get the fruit, you can get the fruits from your life here, what your performance. But this is not moksha or something. This is just getting to heavenly planets. It goes further, deeper, higher. And this is a science we have to, I can explain, but this one has to experience it. Even if you're in the body, you can go there. Even if you're in a material world, even if you're in a material body, if you are so, as I, Jivatma, I'm connected with the Supreme, with the origin, Then I can talk, he will talk with me in whatever relation I feel comfortable. There are different rasas. There's no darkness coming. Darkness is where we are living here. This is darkness. Just imagine the sun would not be there. This is dark. The universe is dark. Something more? If you want to know more, I can give you some books to read about. First, knowledge we have to get knowledge, and then we have to practice, and then you will realize. You'll realize that the subtle power is more powerful than this bodily conception of power, what we are thinking. And the intellect is even more powerful because you get more control. And then you come to the state of ahankara, that you realize, hey, all these things I am not. This is ahankara, means false ego. I identify with the body, I think this is the mind, this is me, and the intellect, this is me. But this is all not, I'm not this. Ahankara means I identify with something what is temporary. Next life I have to identify with something else. And I have to come again. Ahankara. To enter the transcendental plane, this is not easy. We have to become detached. We have to become Goswami, master of your senses. Goswami does not mean close. Goswami means one who is a member of the transcendental world. He's not conditioned like our Gurudev. He is not ordinary soul. He is coming here to bring the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kali Yuga. For every yuga there is a process how to realize God and who we are. Satya Yuga, mantra was Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then in the Treta was Yagya, big Yagyas. Dvapara was deity worship, opulent deity worship. Kali Yuga is Harinam. Just by chanting Harinam, we are not qualified to do Yagyas that we can invite the demigods and even Vishnu. So our remembrance is short, our intellect is reduced to bodily conception. There's many things, it's a long way, many lifetimes. Some have to go. But this is really reality, this we have to accept. This is reality in this life: birth, disease, old age, and death. Nobody has conquered it. When we identify with the bodily concept, when we think we are the body, this is reality. And there's no vaccine for not dying. And when one has to die, there's no doctor who can save you. Hare Krishna Rage Ke Rage Krishna Hare Ke. In Bengal, in this sloka, it is said, if God wants to save you, or God wants to leave you, and nobody can kill you. If God wants that you get killed, then there's nobody who can save you. You have to see things like this, then you become conscious of God. Yes. One. What do you need to do that God wants one to die? God will not keep. You have to understand, Krishna was on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. There was the biggest fight. 60 million Kshatriya were killed there. What has died? Who has died? You cannot die. Bhagavad Gita, everything after this description is given Mahabharata. He says, Dehinosmin yata dehi kamaram yuvanantara tata dehandara pratyatirastatara mangyati. You get born, you get a youth body, you get a grown-up body, you get an old body, and then you will die. But don't be disturbed. You cannot die because you are not the body, you are the soul. So whoever leaves the body in the presence of Krishna, he will not come back. Or he will go to heavenly planet and will go further. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understand even Bhagavad Gita, because we always think in the bodily conception. Dying means the body. It's only the body. It's not I body, it is my body. I'm covered by earth, water, fire, air, ether, and mind also, and intellect. This is my real self is covered by this, and I identify with these things. This will go, there's no other way. This is material nature. You're a scientist, you should learn this. But you cannot learn, you must experience. And we close here, time is over. Thank you. Excuse me if I offend someone. Truth is truth, my Guru Maharaj always said, and he spoke very straight. Not everybody was satisfied. But truth is truth. Jai Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Vadistam Vishnupada Varmam Sarvacharya Stota Sasi Sima Bhakti Vaibha Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Go Brahmanandi Mancha Kali Pata.